The Pocket command is normally located in the Home tab feature group More Design Feature Gallery, but is hid by default. I'll use the command finder. It is very similar to the Pad command, except that you are cutting into the solid to remove material rather than adding it. As with the Pad, a dialog first displays with the type. The first two are not recommended as you can easily create the Pocket by extruding a sketch. General is just like that for a Pad, in that you can use a freeform face as a placement face. I'll pick that. I'll pick this top face as the placement face. I'll display the next selection step, Placement Outline. Check the parameters before selecting the outline. I'll use 15 degrees for the taper, measured from the face normal. With the curve rule set to connected curves, I'll pick the larger of the two sketches, then move on to the next selection step, Floor Face. With the drop-down set to offset, notice the direction vector displayed. The floor of the Pocket will be offset from the placement face in the direction of the surface normal. For this example, I want to go straight down towards the bottom of the solid, so I'll set this to Translation. I'll then define this vector in the upcoming selection step. I'll select the Floor Outline selection step. Notice the vector displays for the placement outline. I want to match this vector, so I'll pick the sketch curves in the same relative location. I don't need to select the target, the solid body will be used. I'll move to the next selection step, the Placement Outline Projection vector. The normal to plane curves may actually project downward, and I need to project the outline upward to the placement face, so I'll instead select plus ZC axis. Now for the floor face translation vector. I'll select Specify New Vector, then select the negative ZC axis, and click OK to return to the General Pocket dialog. Then there is also a Floor Outline Projection Vector selection step. I'll select plus ZC axis again. With both a placement and floor outline, we now have an outline alignment method drop-down to set. If you notice, the OK and Apply buttons are not available. This is because the default method of align ends won't work when there are a different number of curves in the placement and floor outlines. The placement outline has a line, arc, and another line here, while the floor outline has a single arc. Looking at the other methods, there is Specify Points, Parametric, which breaks each outline into equal parametric segments, and Arc Length, which breaks each outline into equal arc lengths. I'll set it to Parametric. Unfortunately, there's no preview, so I'll click OK to create this feature, and then Cancel to dismiss the dialog. Unfortunately, the alignment method didn't work, but I can edit it. The best method for this example is Specify Points, as there are distinct corners to select on both outlines. This makes the last two selection steps available. I'll pick the first to specify points on the placement outline. I'll set the filter to Endpoint and pick the endpoints of the lines. The first corner of the outline where the vectors display are already aligned, so I'll start with this one. Be careful to pick them in order. I'll select the next selection step to pick the same points in the same order in the floor outline. I'll then update the feature.